28th, U.S. session close. Let's see what the markets have done. So far, live cattle still chugging along, trying to make new highs there. Not getting involved until I see some weakness. I think there's 6 days before the contract change, so I think maybe that's why they're trying to keep it afloat. And then once that contract changes, let's see if the bulls are gonna run away. Looking at the dollar so far, we got a PPS buy signal on the weekly. My euro short is panning out well. PPS buy signal on the weekly, on the daily. Mobiles are good. Stokes are waking up. The mobile has been positive since the 16th. And the waves are just getting positive here. 4 hours good. You broke through the 25%, or you can say the 75%. You're at the 100, which is last week's high. You're hovering here. If it's going to push higher, you got targets of 98 all the way to 99, pretty much 100. And so far, the 4 hours looking good. So keep that on your radar. Yep. You know, still below the cloud, could get risky here around 98. But so far above the 50, the 20, looking good. Weekly's positive. So my euro short is panning out well. Palladium, so far very overextended. Looks like we're going to get a MACD negative here. If the dollar's going up, maybe, just maybe, it's bringing pressure. PPS sell signal, bulls are showing up. But if we get a fail new high and we cannot take out 1321, I might go short there. I might. Just might put an alert once this video is over. If prices get up there, I might consider going for a short. MACD is negative on the daily. On the weekly is about to turn over. So we pull in, that's going to be your wave 4 for a correction, and then a wave 5. So that's what I'm waiting for there. Let's see over here on the midpoint chart. I got strong this week, but we're kind of stuck in this range. It's positive as long as we can stay above 1279 on the overnight in the U.S. session. The day, the hourly is looking good. If you look at the 4 hour, this is where we had a tough time. 1303. So this is the line in the sand for the week. So we can't get above there, and it pushes lower and then takes out this 25%, which is 1276-ish. Then it's going to get a lot of stops down here. But so far the 4 hours good. Bubbles are positive. So it looks like maybe I want to test that. Does it blow through there? Then this is your target, 1329. And this is probably where I'm going to see if it fails. If I get volume to the downside, that's where I'm going to pounce. But I'm going to be setting alerts right here if it gets up there. Bitcoin so far doing good. The daily's looking a little concerning. Momentum is getting weak. We're getting a little weakness here. So I don't know. Hopefully we can stay above 118 this whole week. If not, it could get ugly. I'm long Bitcoin. I'm long ADA. XRP, and I think there's another one, something MXL, I think. I got that one. So I got a couple of long positions on Bitcoin, or I call it crypto. Ether's looking good. Fail new high, maybe. I don't know. There's weakness building in here. Let's look at the super glance super glance chart. 3760 is value area high, and you're overextended on the linear regression channel, so it's kind of risky here to go long. MACD already got negative on the daily, and we got change of contract, but this is futures, so very risky. Definitely going to be keep my eyes on this. Copper very overextended on the monthly. Linear regression channel still pointing up. Looks like a crossover coming up this week, and the MACD is already negative. PPS sell signal that kicked in on the 28th, which was yesterday. So let's see. Hopefully we don't close below 557 or 51.52. That's your 20 SMA. And you do got a pivot here at 545. There could probably be range bound here. It's going to be doing this kind of stuff for a couple of weeks. But if you take out this pivot, then maybe that could be a leg down to retrace and maybe go lower. So if you're long, just keep an eye on that. There's some weakness building up. EPS sell signal, 4 hour. Wow, they really hit some stops. Look at that. It went all the way to 542. And for the week, you would like to at least regain 576. If you can't, it could start dwindling lower. Platinum, so far, man, very overextended. Look at that on the monthly. You can see this weekly Hekanashi candles already. Weekly crossover already kicked in. So this is the beginning of our wave 4, which I like. Because once we get that wave 4, I'm going to accumulate on stocks that I already have on my list. PPS sell signal was the 25th, the 28th. It got really choppy and wild. Right now you are at 1224, so you're below the 20 SMA in conjunction with all these two MACD negatives and the Hekanashi giving me that spinning top. I think there's going to be, in conjunction also with the dollar pushing higher, wave 4 is going to be coming soon. Natural gas, I am long the new contract, which is September at 312. I think the bottom is in. If my analysis is correct, we have our SO that kicked in on the 25th. And if it's with the seasonalities and everything, I think we start moving higher here. So we'll see. But I am long at 312. Got PPS sell signal, MACD negative. Weeklies are negative. Daily is starting to wake up. So if this is it, that's going to be in my favor. We should rally going higher. If it doesn't, it's a failed trade, and maybe it's going to fail gap below there. And you got some support here at 285. 4 hours positive. As long as we can stay up above for tomorrow's session 306 and maybe a target of 325. If we could get above 318, 328, Gann kind of theory, things going to be looking really good to the upside. The daily is looking positive here on the wave. The weekly hasn't gone there, but we got that hockey stick. Hockey sticks look like that. And then it's just a matter of time that this changes on the weekly to something like that or like that. Silver, you can see that it's getting some pressure again. PPS sell signal on the daily. Looks like you're holding this low here of 38. And you're below the weekly midpoint. We can see right here on the day is kind of gray. But you can see that momentum is losing momentum here. And we're getting a Hekanashi possible turnover at the quadrant around 38 on the yearly pivots. So I'm expecting a correction, and I'm expecting the dollar. If it's the dollar that's going to get the Momo to the upside, I think it's going to bring pressure to the metals market. Crude oil looks like it's starting to wake up also. If we're going to get a close above 67, that's going to be good. You can see that the daily is looking good. The weekly is a little choppy, just back and forth. The 4 hours looking good, and the daily's looking good. As long as you can stay above 66 for tomorrow's session and 65 for the whole week, I think it could go sideways to a higher. And gold is still chopping in there. Change of contract today, and you gotta at least hold 33.69 for the month of August. And you can see that the weakness still remains, or just kind of sideways. But the indicators are telling you more weakness or more downside. It just hasn't happened. We haven't had a weekly close below 33.17. The buyers that just keep showing up, like right now on the 4 hour, using the weekly pivots. If it's going to continue going higher, you want to get a target of 33.88 and stay above this week in this side. About 33.88. You get up here and fail this week in conjunction with the dollar pushing higher, there could possibly be more downside. So far, you can see that MACD negative, MACD negative, MACD negative on the monthly, weekly, and daily. You're already chopping around in the cloud. You got a PPS sell signal on the weekly, and no buy signal yet. No buy signal yet. The only thing that's positive is the monthly. And lastly, the euro, which I am short. So far is looking good. PPS sell signal on the weekly. Hikanashi candles already turning. MACD still. You can see the divergence there. Look at that. It was like the perfect timing when it was chopping around to go short. But the trend is still up, guys. So it's like I'm going contra trend. You can see there's above the cloud, but I'm looking for a little correction. Dollar going up, euro going down, and then maybe the dollar retrace and the euro go higher. But the monthly still positive. Look at that candle on the daily. We got to keep an eye out for this 1555 to see if that's going to hold. Let's look at our simple midpoint chart. Sell signal. You can see that there's a midpoint here, and I think the bulls are going to probably defend that 1564. Maybe I could probably lock in some profit, let it bounce. Maybe again here, maybe get in. Too early to tell. But if I get volume to the downside, I'm going to still hold my short position. You can see that the hourly is kind of facing a little bit. Maybe in the overnight, they probably pop it. So if they do, I don't want to see it get above 1675. And maybe they're going to test the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. So it might probably get to at least 25%, which is 1656. So the dollar might probably retrace in the overnight, but if it fails here or here, depending on it, then it's going to get more stops to the downside, and the dollar going to continue pushing higher. I want to look at the uranium spot price, or I can say uranium futures. We got this nice bounce to 78.90 and then retraced, failed this trend line, which typically happens. But if you do a retracement, you can see that we're finding support at the 50%. So it did all this to find support here. And in conjunction, if you look at the uranium stocks, they are strong. So this is typical normal. Maybe kind of go sideways here and then do another leg higher to test at least 78. If it fails here, then maybe that's not good. But so far, this is still healthy, looking good. We're at the midpoint, which is perfect. Now we just need to get some momentum to the upside and take out this 78 and push higher, even to at least get down to like at least 83. I'm going to sign out. Well, you know what? Let's look at Amoco. So far, looking good. Target I have of 100% will be, you can say, like 82. And so far is looking good. As you can see, uranium futures corrected, and Cameco is still chucking along strong. Let's look at Kazatomprom, and so far grinding, hasn't gotten out of the what I call it, the supply zone, and hasn't even tested this trend line. So I have an eye on that, and I have an eye on 50. Once I see Kazatomprom going up here, then everything is looking even better. But Cameco is the leader of the pack, and Kazatomprom comes second. Then you got uranium futures. It kind of tells you what's going on, and they're going in opposite directions. And I think that's it. I don't have uranium spot, but by August, I'll be working on my uranium spot analysis for August. So we'll see where we're at there, looking at the geometry and everything else in regards to the uranium spot price. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the bulls and the bears.